Hi, welcome to Go Time with Showtime. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy my content. Today we're going to talk about a story out of Oklahoma. I'm going to leave the news article in the bottom of my description box, and this is reference to Captain James French, who was pulled over on the 12th of March for a DWI. Now, on the video, you see the other officer get out the car and walks up to him and says, "Sir," sits back in the car, "Are you drunk?" He busts out with, "No, I'm a captain." What they got to do with the stop? So at this point, he gets back in the car. The man asking him, is he's drunk again? "Have you been drinking tonight?" His reply is, "I just got a ride." Now, how did you just get a ride when I just pulled you over, sir? That's what I would have been thinking as an officer. How you just get a ride and I just pulled you over? Ain't no way I just pulled you over for getting a ride. Well, anywho, so at this point, the motor officer talks to him, Sergeant Christopher Skinner. He's talking to him. He busts out with, "Turn the camera off." Now, why would this officer turn his camera off? Like, what special privilege do you think you have because you are a captain for him to turn the camera off? Now, with that being said, it is some officers out there that probably would turn the camera off, that would sit there and act like this traffic stop never happened. So with that being said, I uphold Sergeant Christopher Skinner. You are awesome, because most people don't think like that. And had they thought like that over in Memphis, Tennessee, and thought like you, maybe Tyrese Nichols will still be alive, because you are rare, sir. You are very rare. And they need more like you. They don't care who they is. He even told the captain he didn't care if he was the president. He ain't showing favoritism for no one, because he took an oath to uphold the law. Meaning, if you are a colleague of mine and you're doing wrong, I'm gonna go against you, because that's my job, and I took this oath to sit there and uphold the law. So I'm not sliding anything under the table for you. I'm not turning the other cheek for you. I'm not doing none of that. You gonna be treated just like everybody else that commit the same crime that you committed. Other people that drive drunks, guess what happens to them? They take that sobriety test just like you did, and they go on to jail when they fail it, just like you did. I don't know why he thought he was any special, and why he thought he needed to have special treatment, and why he thought he needed the cameras off to talk to the man. It's nothing we could talk about. Had I been that cop, we ain't got nothing to talk about, sir. We ain't got nothing to talk about, because for one, I'm not finna take food off my table by sitting here acting like what is happening didn't happen. Because if anything was to come to part and happen, first thing he'd do, this man will lose his job for sitting there covering for you. And you ain't finna to go feed his family. You ain't finna to pay his bills. You ain't finna do nothing special for him for doing that favor for you. So with that being said, Christopher, you did an awesome job. Now, whatever may happen to him right now, I know he's on paid leave, and he is being investigated for, what he done. And he might feel remorseful. He might feel sorry for what he done. But the point is, you get these people and you give them these positions where they in higher position, and they think that since they in higher positions that you that is up under them has to do what they say. You do not. You do not have to do anything but what is right. And like Christopher did, Mr. Skinner, he did what was right. He went by the book, like most people do not. He did everything right. He didn't talk to him ugly. He talked to him in a very professional way. He even told him he know about the camera policy, and he know he couldn't turn that camera off. And for him to even ask him that, he wrong. I don't care what you did. You was wrong. When you opened your mouth and asked that man to turn off that camera, you was wrong. You was wrong on so many levels, Mr. French. And you know it. And you want everybody to turn a cheek. You probably one of the ones that's out there probably sitting there doing everything by the book, but you don't want it to be. But when it comes to you, you want everybody to just shut down, be quiet, let it happen. No, that's not how the world works. The world has rules. Every job has rules. Every place you work have rules. And it's up to you to either obey those rules or don't obey those rules, because if you don't obey those rules, it's going to be a consequences of what you done. Like now, you out here on paid leave until they investigate what happened. Now, if they let you keep your job or whatever, then you know don't ever do that again. Or if they demote you or whatever happened, now you know it's a consequence behind what you've done. So with that being said, I just want to know how you guys feel on the matter. Leave comments. Tell me what you think about what went on in this video. Tell me how you feel about Sergeant Christopher Skinner that sat there and made this stop. I mean, let me know how you feel about what he did, and what he did was right. And tell me how you feel about what Captain James French did, and how you feel about what he was doing. Do you think he's remorseful for what he done now that he's caught? Do you think he would keep his job? I mean, I want to hear your views on what you think happened in this traffic stop, and how do you feel it should go. So I'm going to leave that like it is. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video. See you again.